I Yesterday I had on my Facebook a question about the fourth industrial revolution. If we understand what it is and how it affects or how it will affect our industries and our careers. Then last night I was still thinking about this and I went back to a couple of weeks when people were all hyped up about the face app, the one that made you old and all of that, and made a whole different versions of yourself. And the fine print that was actually attached to that, how people gave rights to that company or those people to use their images, however, whenever, record them and get no remuneration or anything from it. They literally gave those images away. And for me, being in the creative industry as an actress, last night I was thinking, associating that to my industry, how someone has all these files, these people's different faces, because that app, I think, gave you about 8 different options of your versions, and how the fourth industrial revolution is going to impact the industries, because literally it's about machines doing more now than people in terms of replacing people. It's already happening in the banks with the apps and everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, as an actress, possibly, let's say someone wanted my face or they wanted me, but they have those files of mine in that app. They can then animate those, because everything and anything is possible with graphics and everything. And I've given them permission to use my face whenever, however, wherever. And I had a sleepless night because I realized how much the world is changing and how indispensable humankind is. We create these things, but these things come back to take over. And it took me back to, I think, the 90s or 1980 something, when there was Robocop. I found myself going back to Robocop and thinking how, there was all these movies about the fact that we are walking and machines are walking amongst us, and they look exactly like us and we think they are human and they're not. And how the fourth industrial revolution then is going to affect us. And thinking about all those files of those faces and how movies are going to change and how the whole world is changing, because technology is taking over, and how then do we adjust to that? So last night, literally, I was dreaming about the Face app and seeing people sitting on machines, not even people, because people are going to be replaced by the machines, actually creating movies out of all the data that is out there about us that we have given, and specifically that app, because it gave you an older version, gave you a female version, gave you a younger version, gave you so many versions. And I'm like, yo, yo, yo. So it's important for us to actually start thinking about how this is going to affect us. Social media, we cannot run away on or about how important it has become in our lives, how it connects us with people, how the internet started. And I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those people who always said, oh, I don't want to be doing Insta, I don't want to do Twitter, oh, Facebook. But I'm realizing the importance of actually educating yourself and staying above everything and understanding what it actually means. I always say, a typical example with Twitter. with the whole Black Twitter thing, I find people being shredded to pieces and all of that, and I've always avoided Twitter. But I'm realizing that now when I go to an audition, the first thing I'm asked is, how many followers do I have? How are my numbers? And also, how do people react to whatever I post and all those things? Whew. Guys, let's try and get on and understand and try to be 10 years ahead of where we are now. It's scary, I know, but let's educate ourselves and ask ourselves, how is the fourth industrial revolution going to affect us? Okay, later.